Brought to you by stationhousecoffee.com and patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
The Ultimate Movie Championship, episode 39 from IDP 283. This is the show where Keith Spurlock and myself sit down. We're given two movies at random. We have to argue over which of those two movies is more deserving of being put on our Ultimate Movie list over at flickchart.com/IDP. So let's see how it all goes, see how it all plays out, see how it all, the mayhem does itself right now. I don't know if I've ever seen Junior.
What?
I know the premise, clearly. Arnold Schwarzenegger just went to a Thanksgiving dinner and
trying to capitalize on the popularity of twins.
Yeah, years later, though.
Years later.
Like probably a decade later. 84, 94, about, give or take.
No, Twins wasn't 84.
Twins was one of his first movies.
But it was still like 89 or 90.
Oh, Jesus. Well, anyway. But yes, trying to capitalize on that with a science-y, which I could see this becoming true at some point.
Well, there was that.
I don't know the premise of how they made him pregnant, but I'm sure there'll be some science. And we're going to be able to do everything else, so that would be like just, let's just be able to make dudes pregnant because they want to be pregnant. I mean, transgender. I mean, that would be next level transgender. It's like, I want to be able to give birth. That's bigger than a boob job.
Yeah.
Boob job's like easy. That's like
completing
entry
the
level.
cycle.
Yeah, that's starting a cycle. It's becoming a cyclist.
Lance Armstrong.
Yeah. Versus Jaws. I mean, just the theme. I mean, I don't know if I can say I've seen Junior though.
Well, you skip
Let's
it then.
Yeah. And then we talked. All right.
Jaws versus The Ring. Jaws.
The Ring, which is a remake. Killer VHS. See, that wouldn't hold up. Kids are like, what's that? Why are you putting in a giant cartridge thing? It plays backwards. Jaws. The theme music to Jaws would beat most movies.
If that tape's still around, no one has anything to play it in. It's like, I need to kill somebody.
Yeah, that was a movie that was like, you got to have like, there's probably a stream. If you could like do that, like, it's a virus that infects downloadable movies.
Yeah.
And then you just watch, every time you watch a Michael Bay movie, it infects Michael Bay movies.
I'm going to live forever.
It's, instead of a sound that only young people can hear, it's a thing you look at that just, it turns into The Signal. Have you seen Signal? The horror movie? Where it's like a sound, everything starts broadcasting a sound that fucks everybody up. They start killing each other. I think like a UK independent movie.
Wow.
Premise. I mean, I think it might be a remake.
I've seen other shit like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. As far as
even
horror movies,
Kingsman is like fucking.
I mean, it's James Bond, kid James Bond. Like that's like that would be like the origin story of James Bond when he was a kid, getting recruited. I don't think there's ever been. Has it been? You don't watch James Bond. The origin story.
No,
I think it's just always like, he's on a mission.
I think the prevailing theory right now is that 007 James Bond is just a call sign and tag.
But it's still, you never had like, I think now that's what it is.
There's young Sherlock Holmes. There's young Indiana Jones.
But that's Kingsman, I think, would be, if you had an
like
origin
the
story.
closest for like what Eggleston is 007
and then now he's like 007.
I mean, that I could see that.
Because that's how they recruit him, I guess. Train him. Maybe they'll be the one
time Samuel L. Jackson didn't make a movie better.
Yes, it was the lisp. He went for a character.
The rest of the fucking movie was great.
Yeah,
Sam Jackson in that movie was terrible.
It was the lisp.
I didn't even care about the lisp.
It didn't fit. Didn't fit. He can't have he was like, he's a super alpha dude trying to be like this beta, like, ooh, goo, 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 goo. He's not that kind of guy.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you can't stretch backwards that much.
People's heads started exploding at the end. It got weird.
But
too.
I kind of enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It was a fun movie.
This is
but
a
that
weird
would be
one.
like the origin story. Wizard of Oz versus Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Probably my favorite of the Monty Python movies. Probably just because I've seen it more and I remember more of it.
I mean,
the knight getting his leg delimbed.
That scene alone.
Yeah, it's a classic.
But Wizard of Oz is so classic.
You have little people dying in the backgrounds that I don't know if I've seen. You have integration with Dark Side of the Moon. Two or three times it plays through twice all the way, and it may end at the end of this. It's a really crazy thing. It's a really crazy thing.
Crazy enough, I've been a stoner since high school. I love Pink Floyd, and I love Wizard of Oz, and I've never done it.
The first time I was at a party, and
that sounds
everybody
like a weird
else
party.
Well, it was a hangout. I mean, it was I don't know. It was a bunch of people, and we were all drinking. They were smoking weed. I didn't smoke weed yet. I think I had a mohawk at the time. Maybe New Year's party. And they're like, "Oh, have you asked people?" A lot of people hadn't. I hadn't. And then played it. The CD skipped. So we got probably 20 minutes into it. CD skipped, and it's like, "Oh fuck!"
It ruins everything.
I ordered on eBay a pre-mixed version. I'm sure now YouTube has it where you can just bring it up. And then we watched it, and it's because it plays through, and it was perfectly. It was like. That you don't have to you have to wait for the second lion roar and then you hit play on the album. But it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like it's kind of background shit.
Coincidence is a motherfucker.
The thing from eBay, it came with every instance of syncing, and it was like a legit pamphlet of like a small book of like everything, not to just literal things that were happening and timing things, but also story things that the song is talking about versus what's going on in the movie. There's a lot of layers to how it compares. It's really weird. I would say coincidence, because I used to listen to music and have just the TV on, and that shit would sync up all the time. It's just one of those things.
How many times when you used to listen to radio as a kid, would you think of a song and it would be the next one they played?
Well, yeah, but then it's like, when you grow up,
they only play
radio
like 12
stations,
songs.
it's pretty predictable.
But you know what I'm saying?
What you're doing is you're like, I haven't heard fucking Michael Jackson's fucking... what was the one with Magic Johnson in the music video? Like the Egyptian?
I remember the time.
Yeah. Remember. Oh my God. Yeah. You could, that's how you got music. Illegally, is you just have a tape recorder and you hit record.
Oh man, I recorded so much radio.
Yeah, me too. That's when they actually played the whole songs. That's probably why they stopped. Because now most radio stations lead into they cut off shit all the time. Yeah. Anyway, from radio, I have to go Wizard of Oz. I mean, it's just there's so much complexity. Just movie on its own, it's good. It's a great movie. But there's so many different hidden things in it.
Yeah, it's
that are like
Wizard of Oz for me.
Dude dies because of the makeup. All right. Next up, The Perfect Storm.
I've seen them both.
Versus Total Recall, the original.
The original. But let's be very clear, the original.
The original. I didn't mind the other one as just an action movie. They could have called it something else. It would have been fun. Not a good
Total
remake.
Recall.
But that's one of a billion fucking everything they do. Remake. Fucking reboot.
Phobo Cop.
Yeah. Versus Perfect Storm, which I did not like at all. And I saw it for free. And it's got the same...
Mark Wahlberg and George
Clooney. And I think Batfleck's younger brother, Casey Affleck, was in it.
Casey Batfleck.
Which I think is a far superior actor to his brother. Far superior to Batfleck. The Batman. It's Total Recall for sure.
Yes.
I mean, just 3 tits alone is better than Perfect Storm. It's like shitty looking giant waves and a story I don't give a fuck about. Well, it's kind of interesting. It's like one
it's
of
kind
the
of
first,
really fucking easy.
Yeah. One of the first big budget comedy films, probably. That's a big. I mean, then they did like Hangover and like kind of, but that was big budget. Talladega Nights. Start spending more money on. Versus one of the first found footage films, probably one of the best. I've seen a lot. It's one of the best. I mean, it's one of the first, so it's like one of the best.
I was never scared.
It depends on how you go into it. If you go into it like the whole thing when it came out was that it was real. There were websites early on.
After the first time I saw it, I was like, is that it? Like, I mean, everyone else was fucking. I heard so much about it, and I was like,
if it was real, that's how it would. I mean, it would be it wouldn't be like
it wasn't even that. Like
shots, like the new one.
It wasn't.
I
was disappointed at the ending. It was like that was the movie. Like
I thought it was interesting. It was different than everything. It was different. Nothing had it been made like that. Where it's like, oh, it's like archival footage from these people going out looking for something. With like they're doing a documentary. They had the interviews. Now there's like. I mean, it's like The Matrix. The style of The Matrix was ripped the fuck off after The Matrix.
Yeah, that
and then overdone
camera shot of the crying.
Yeah.
And
this is a whole new genre.
Yeah,
this is like found footage is everywhere.
Tropic Thunder, 1,000%.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying from first. I just try and point out the monumental first. That some people may not know Blair Witch was the first found footage. They're like, oh no, it was the fucking Ouija board, the security footage bullshit. There's a lot of shitty found footage out there, bro. Finding Nemo versus Batman Forever. You got the great Two-Face and the great Joker. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Finding Nemo.
Fuck yeah, 1,000%.
But
there's no way this Batman Forever is beating.
I haven't seen Batman
shit.
Forever in so long.
I haven't either. But just that poster makes me want to watch The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, and whatever.
I thought
the
Val
other,
Kilmer could have been a good Batman though.
But this is when every discussion leading up to the movies were like, what does the nipples look like? Are there nipples? Are there going to be a crotch? How cut is the crotch? It's like the only thing people talked about. And then it was like spandex.
I thought Jim Carrey
it was spandex superheroes still.
If they hadn't gone so camp, like I think Tommy Lee Jones could have played a great Two-Face.
Great actors.
I think Jim Carrey could have played a great Riddler. I think fucking
Chris O'Donnell would make a great fucking twink.
Robin, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Like
Nicole Kidman, Catwoman, yeah. No.
Vicky Vale.
Oh, I don't know who that is. But great actors,
maybe. But
bad director.
I wish I could like rewind to that time, take that cast, and then like let someone decent direct that shit.
Yeah, I mean it was a different time.
Forever.
Joe Schumacher. That's it. I think he died off. Or I mean,
well, he did Batman and Robin, which was
that was. I don't know if I've ever watched the whole thing. I know this was one where Batman and Robin. I think I remember I got maybe rented or was on TV, late 90s, and don't think I ever watched the whole thing. I was like, this is horrible.
I've watched it multiple times and it's terrible.
I think it's just the scene where Schwarzenegger comes in. It looks like rubber costume and fucking.
I watched the first Power Rangers movie multiple times too, and it's horrible too.
The production value of Skin Wars is better than Batman and Robin. The art's way better for sure. Yeah, same amount of prosthetics.
But what's
and
their pun game like? Because Arnold is out of control with his fucking ice puns.
It's pretty decent. Surprise.
Are they punny?
RuPaul's got some
punning out.
line. He's the Tony Hinchcliffe of that show. on so many levels.
Work it, girl.
So many levels. Yeah. But
so
anyway,
how did that? Where were we?
we're finding Nemo. For
We're
sure.
finding.
We were talking about Batman Forever. I want to see the director.
I've never seen Night Passage.
Me either, but I've for sure heard it. Okay, Cars versus Kill Bill Volume 1.
Kill Bill.
I mean, we got to talk about two powerhouses in the movie industry. I
watched Cars
got
in the hospital
Tarantino
for the first time.
Tarantino versus Pixar. Boom. Big.
Probably one
big.
of Pixar's worst movies.
Yeah. Pick that. Cars. I would rather watch Death Proof than Cars, and that's probably the weakest Tarantino.
Yeah, I think we can agree that's the weakest Tarantino.
Even though I still really liked it, it's like that is better than a lot, including Cars. But
they're both about cars.
Exactly, which is kind of fitting.
Yeah,
that Kill Bill wins because we got to move our toes and get the fuck out. We have Alien 3 versus Jerry Maguire.
Alien 3, the prison planet where everyone has a shaped head.
Right.
It is by far the shittiest of the Alien movies.
Yeah.
Way shittier than Prometheus, even. I'm not even counting that in Alien movies.
Interesting. I'd like to revisit that just to compare and contrast.
And
I almost want to say because Sigourney Weaver's in it, it's already better than Prometheus.
No, she's
in it. Prometheus, I don't know who's in it.
I still have a crush on Sigourney Weaver, like from that shit. Like
She's
a lot of people don't.
Yeah, she's
but
a butch
I like
dude.
What?
Woman. She's a butch. She's kind of butch.
I don't know.
She always played butch character. Well, not always. That was very butch character. Sigourney Weaver.
Have you seen her in like the tank top and shit? Like
no, she's yeah. I mean, yeah. If you like boys with tits, floppy tits, I got it, bro.
Whatever. Like
I get it. You got Neapolitan ice cream
versus Jerry Maguire.
Humans have an 8-pound head.
Yeah, that kid's fucking weird.
Yeah, I think he's like ripped
jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
It was a couple years ago.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Show me the money.
Should not have won for that performance.
I've not seen Southern Fried Rabbit.
That's interesting that's a movie. Starsky and Hutch remake from 2004 versus another shitty movie called National Treasure.
National Treasure.
These are both stupid fucking movies.
I like National Treasure.
I don't like either of these.
Not
movies.
National Treasure.
National Treasure is
Treasure.
Like, it's the deep impact of Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah, but there were no Indiana Jones movies for like.
I don't care.
So many.
That doesn't make Crystal Skull a good movie.
I liked
At least that had the original actors in
Justin Bartha, Nick Cage.
Nick Cage is in a few good movies, and then he's fucking dog shit crazy in a lot of like crazy funny bad movies. I don't.
Even though his dad's John Voight,
I don't like either of these fucking movies.
Yeah,
I will never watch again. National. Even if they're on. If my Netflix breaks and somehow just plays both of these, fucking get new Netflix. I'm not watching either of these movies. That remake of Starsky and I never saw the originals.
They came out the same year.
But it was like, oh, it's so weird because at least the Starsky and Hutch, I think, has better production value. But it's just like, I don't care about Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson in a fucking reboot about fucking the 70s, about a decade that I don't give a shit about.
Cheeseball remake.
Yeah. So bad.
National Treasure.
So bad. Both of them.
Yeah.
And they both lose. They're so
bad. But National Treasure wins.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to click on either of them. I'd rather vote Starsky and Hutch Snoop Dogg's than he smokes weed. I like weed. That's the only thing I could draw positives from any of this shit.
They find a clue in a pipe that may have been weed been smoked through in National Treasure.
I don't care. It's such a bad movie. It's better if this was up against The Mummy. National Treasure all
George
day.
Washington used to grow hemp, and
I don't give a shit. I don't fucking give a shit.
National Treasure.
George Washington.
You don't
was
care.
A retard.
I do like one of these movies.
All right, fine. National Treasure. Sad to say, I watched Dude, Where's My Car on my birthday.
This year?
No, when it came out in the theater. Then I went and had a steak dinner at Outback Steakhouse with my friends. I wasn't alone. I went with my friends. But that was a weak-ass movie although I did enjoy it. Dude, Where's My Car versus the romantic ceramics class of Ghost with dead people.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost was a good movie.
Yeah,
like I look back at it now, and it's
yeah.
a little different. But
Yeah.
again, it's against Dude, Where's My Car, which has funny moments. But
Dude,
like,
Where's My Car would have been funny as a
I
rated
was
R.
super stoned when I watched that shit the first
and
time.
They
and-
act like stoners but never smoke weed.
Yeah, they do.
They never smoke anything on in the movie. They portray stoners, but they never actually do
smoke
anything.
with the dude whose dog also smokes weed.
Oh, that's right.
So,
But I think that was it was like a very.
it was a very
And they didn't
minor.
refer
and they
to
didn't
it.
really.
It was a stoner
No, 'cause
comedy.
they totally was like, that dog is high as fuck. Is he dead?
There's a scene, but that's like they're not like. They
but
don't
everyone
smoke weed
refers
anywhere
to them
else.
as stoners.
They refer to them as fucking the stoner stereotypes.
Stoner,
They don't say stoners.
yeah, they do.
There's a lot of censorship. It's implied.
I've
I'm
watched
telling
that movie.
you, I've seen the movie a shitload of times.
So
I really
owned
like
it.
the movie, but me too. I mean, I saw it on when it came out in the theaters.
But I'm saying,
in
like,
2000.
Skeevy stoners, like that's what they call
Yeah,
them.
but they
through
they
the
call them
entire
that,
time.
But it's like
Skeevy
there's
stoners.
one scene where they smoke anything.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I'm
so
saying
it's a
they
very
do.
light.
They do refer
like-
to them as skeevy stoners.
There's a lot. Yes, but a lot of the implications are not like they're very implied.
Shitty.
A lot of it. Just the fact that it's like, oh, the fact that you forget this whole premise was done better with The Hangover, because people
Very
don't
much so.
forget a night on weed. You forget what the fuck I was talking about 5 minutes ago, but you're not forgetting a night on weed. So it's a premise that was done better. It was the original Hangover.
Yes.
Hangover did a better job. The first one, and then I'd
But
rather
Ghost
watch
for
Dude,
sure.
Where's My Car versus all the Hangover sequels. But yeah, Ghost. I'll just do a couple more.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. Kill Bill versus WallE. Another Pixar.
Yeah, and Kill Bill wins.
Yeah, but this is a way better Pixar movie than Cars.
Totally, I agree. But Kill Bill wins.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
this is like there's no dialogue barely in WallE until the fucking fat people come.
Yeah, and Kill Bill
WallE's
wins.
our future, bro.
He's a
WallE's our
trash
future.
spot on our fucking dumpster world.
And people are on fat cruises where they're in Costco's in the sky, basically. Because that's one thing Costco has a shortage of.
Space Costco's.
Costco has a shortage of fat people carts because those are carts that disabled people that are overweight use because they can't walk through a giant warehouse. Yet they go way over. Like, these are giant Costco size carts.
You worked there, so obviously you rode the carts.
Oh, they move so much faster. Yeah, if they die, for some people, these disabled people that need
You
them,
gotta run a battery out
they
there.
they just leave them. They stand up, and the miracle of God lets them walk away. And then you get a call, and they're like, "Oh, the electronics people don't do shit ever except for make a fuckload of money for this company because they sell expensive ass shit. Hey, go get this cart. We saw it in aisle whatever." So you go back there, and it's supposed to be dead because it's abandoned, and it just like zips around because the carts are rated to like 300 pounds or 250 pounds.
They're
and
not
people
supposed to be for fat people. They're supposed to be for people
morbidly obese
with
come
like
in.
a broken leg.
These are like if you go to any other store, those are mini carts compared to what we had at Costco. We had wide carts These are industrial size. These are warehouse size carts.
Yeah, well, you're in a warehouse.
They still fucking like the ones that are at like Walmart and shit. They probably max out at like 200. These probably did 100 pounds more. But then you just zip around. They're pretty fun. And you take your fucking time because they don't give a fuck about what you do for the company anyway. So you just fucking go around and flip everybody off mentally because they're all fucking retarded.
I drove tow motor for a long time, so that's
what
I said. I drove tow motor for a long time, and that's
that? Tow motor. Oh, a tow
forklift.
Oh, forklift. Tow motor.
Tow motor is what they're called.
Okay, no, that's not everywhere. They're called that. You know how many forklifts are in Costco's? I've never heard a tow loader.
Tow motor.
Tow motor. Never heard that ever.
Well,
ever. But anyway,
Kill Bill.
The future of our society is in WallE, so go watch that. But Kill Bill is a better movie. Kill Bill Volume 1, specifically.
Ooh.
American History X versus A Clockwork Orange. Very tonally kind of similar. They're dark.
Yeah, like very dark.
Rape versus
disturbing,
racism and curb
murder.
stomping. This is one of the few Kubrick movies that I like. Definitely has his style, but at least
it's genius
not
in
boring
this
as
movie.
fuck.
I think this is my favorite, probably Kubrick movie.
I don't know. It's a good one. I don't know if it's my favorite. I mean, his movies in general aren't high on
Yeah,
the list.
what
I'd
else?
for sure
what else
go-
is above that? Like, I like it more than 2001. I like it more
really
than
don't
The
like
Shining.
God damn it! I don't know all the movies he's done, but I know the one Doctor Strangelove. I enjoyed that. That's an older one, black and white war movie.
That's
had
not
a lot
even,
more
it's
humor
not,
in
it's
it.
black and white because he made it black and white, not because it's super old.
You know, but I think it's older than Clockwork Orange, and it wasn't black and white. But I enjoyed that because it had some
American
humor
History
in it.
X is really good.
I really
movie
like American
too.
History X. Yeah. I'm going American History X.
I'm going.
Clockwork Orange is gonna beat a lot of shit for me. I mean, it's like the first time both of these movies have come up.
It really
So
is.
I'm
so
hoping they
that's
come
why
up
that's
more.
why I said I'm like fuck, man.
Yeah.
Because Clockwork Orange,
It's gonna beat a lot of shit.
I fucking love that movie. Like,
Yeah.
I
do too.
And if I had to watch one of these movies right now, I would want to watch A Clockwork Orange.
I don't
It's
know.
maybe
It's been
just,
a while since I've seen
It's just
it.
my mood right now.
Maybe I wouldn't mind seeing either of these.
I wouldn't either.
I'd be
I wouldn't
watching
either.
both. This
Yeah.
is a good double feature.
It is
In a weird, dark way.
in the darkest of ways.
And I would almost
love it
go-
as a double feature.
What would you go first?
I
Between
would
the two,
want to
what would you? I
start
mean, that
out,
is not better or worse. It's just
I would want to
flow-wise.
start with American History X,
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that.
and then I would want to finish
More
off
obscure.
with something that, even though is dark, can get crazy light and artsy. Like, instead of like
well, it's more
starting
obscure.
off with that and
Yeah.
then like ending with something that's like so gritty. Like, I would want them to get used to fucked up shit happening before like crazy rape scene.
But the end of Clockwork, I don't think it ends well. Clockwork Orange, like American History
They
X,
leave it up
ends
to-
well.
Does it?
Yeah, he changes.
Yeah, but his fucking little brother dies.
Shit
It's
happens,
fucking,
but it's like
terrible.
I think the character change of, but that's like, I mean, it's like gang
He
life.
changed like halfway through the movie,
He
and
got programmed halfway through the movie,
And
which is
then-
an amazing scene.
and then Clockwork Orange, like,
But
they
it's a
try
dark
they
movie.
try to change him, and
It's a
and
dark
he
movie
and
all
at
the
the
way
end
through.
you don't know if he's actually
he's
changed.
Yeah, he's changed. Yeah.
You don't know.
Well, that's just, you probably watched it when you were still racist, and you're like, "Oh, there's hope. maybe that black dude in prison didn't."
I didn't.
convert him."
I didn't watch that shit.
Uh,
Either one, like, it would have been weird.
They're both
Like, I was-
dark. They're both difficult. They're not like watch this and feel good. I mean, if you feel good about these both, Like, if you derive a lot of joy from watching both of these movies,
there
are issues
they're
with
good movies.
Exactly. I know. But I'm saying, if you're the type of person, yeah, if you're the type of person that likes either of these movies, that says a lot in a very you just kind of
rape and random violence or
you're like,
racist actions.
Sweet. I wish I could have some people
Donald
that were not
Trump,
welcome.
Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think both of these movies might be huge for wrong reasons.
Bigly.
For wrong reasons.
He likes them bigly.
Yeah. I gotta go. I got it. Just overall,
take it to the judges.
Okay. So you're strong on Clockwork Orange.
Yep.
All right. It's probably the most jacked Edward Norton's ever been.
Oh, by far.
Like, watch
playing basketball and shit.
Watch this and then watch Fight Club, because he's in shape in Fight Club, but he's like no muscle.
Hulk.
He's just a the Hulk. I mean, he's basically Fight Club shape, just a little bit older. But all right. American history. 2016 presidential election for Donald Trump.
You're gonna have to type out a lot of this shit. I'm sure it's gonna have a great score.
83. I'm sure they're both gonna be decent. I don't know where they're gonna fall. All right. So wait, did we say 84,
83,
83, 96, which is
96 on the fan score is great. Great.
Also, I think there's probably a lot of fans of this movie that don't understand it. That they're just like, my community has finally been represented in a high quality movie.
I love this.
I love seeing my racist brothers represent. I don't like where the movie goes. They're like, this is my Hancock. It's a half a good movie.
I don't know.
Once it goes to jail, I'm done with it. So that might be a 96.
I'm not gonna look that much into
movie,
it. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Oh, I will. I mean, just look at our country, right? Look at the presidential candidate we have is based a huge percentage of his fucking success early on was the fucking people that like to disc throw up to the sun. Just fucking have some couple S's and sharp goddamn lightning bolts. Lot of SS tattoos in San Diego.
Yeah.
Oh, so many. All right, what are we doing? What's the other one? Clockwork Orange. A Clockwork Orange.
83 versus 90.
And 93. Yeah.
So slightly under in the fan score, but really dominant. And
overall, a lot of movie critics love that director far too much.
Two more.
All right. Midsummer Night's Dream. Never
Haven't seen it.
Versus Butterfly Effect. I have seen that. Have you seen it?
Yes.
All right. That's with Ashton Kutcher.
A lot of people shit on that movie. I kind of like that movie.
I liked it too.
Versus Superbad, which is unfortunate for the Butterfly Effect because it could have beat a few things, but it's not going to beat Superbad.
Butterfly Effect, few things. Very specifically, few things it'll beat.
Yes, but it's not a bad movie.
No. Superbad. It's probably the best Ashton Kutcher movie.
Great premise.
Well, it's like time travel movies.
Yeah.
It's not.
I don't know
original.
if I've seen that Pirates movie. Who knows?
03, this first one.
Wait, that's the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, I have seen that one.
Escape from L.A.
It's a terrible but
super
fun
beaming.
movie.
I'm going with Pirates.
I
gotta go
Escape.
Pirates of that. I mean, we could go to the judges if you want, but we are in England, and I am Michael Bisping. So I'm pretty sure Pirates. I mean, we can go. But Pirates was good. I mean, the first Escape from New York's first one. L.A., we just watched this shit.
I know.
L.A. was not good. It was not good.
I still like it better than
retarded.
New York.
L.A. was the size of the fucking 3 blocks I walked to go get weed. Like, that's how big L.A. is in that movie. Like, oh, he's just walking from over here to over there. He's like, oh, he's already at Hollywood sign to fucking Venice in like 2 minutes. He's got to go a couple blocks over. And then it's just
All
like,
right,
I
the
mean, it's a
first
B
Pirates
movie.
wasn't.
It's a B movie.
All right, I'll give
Yeah.
you that one.
I mean, it's like these are
You
two
swayed
not good
me,
movies.
yeah, but
But
still.
the quality. I mean, it was before Johnny Depp. This is like right after this movie, probably. Johnny Depp's like, oh, that's just what I'll do. That's my thing. I found my voice finally in acting, and it's just I'll be the barely drunk pirate. Let me see if I could do another. Do you see the second? Basically, the other. God, what was the writer that the Fear and Loathing?
Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, there was another movie that he did where he played Hunter S. Thompson later.
Yes,
Probably like
the Rum Diaries.
07. Yeah. You see that?
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. I think I started it, but I was like, Pirates. All right, last one. Oh, well, I mean, it's the
Easy.
end of the game and the end of days. 1999, where you switch all those numbers up, and it's 666 because the devil's gonna destroy the world in 1999.
Arnold Schwarzenegger versus a great fucking Scorsese movie with Leo and Nicholson. Maybe
It's got everybody.
His
Mark Wahlberg's in it.
Maybe Nicholson's last role.
For sure, last great one.
I don't know that he did anything past that.
Listen, I don't know if he
but I know he retired.
I don't. Hopefully, I'm glad. That'd
It
be
was
cool.
great. He was great in that, though.
Oh, for sure, it was a great movie. Remake. Never seen the original.
Yeah,
I'm not loved it.
Japanese.
It fit in. It fit in great with they
Whitey
adapted
Bulger's story.
Yeah, exactly. It's great. I love those actors. Matt Damon. We have fucking DiCaprio and Damon. It's like, how can you go wrong?
You can't.
You can't go wrong. End of Days, it was playing on religious fears.
Yeah, it's a terrible
and
movie.
also Y2K. People thought that was the first end of before the Mayan calendar thing in 2012. It was 1999. It was Y2K. It was the bank. There was going to be chaos. And
then we woke up the next day.
What was that movie? Way before that, sci-fi movie about 1999, where they had little mini discs and they were experiences that you VR'd in. God, what was that guy's name? And Julie Arquette was in it. Arquette. Anyway, people know. People know. It came out in like 97, 96. It was about 1999. And like there was virtual reality thing. And like there were riots were starting to go off. It all took place on New Year's Eve. It had a white guy. And then the black chick was his... Anyway.
Got nothing on you.
The Departed. 100%.
Yep.
All right. That was it.
Be sure to check out our sponsor, StationHouseCoffee.com and Station House Coffee on Instagram for small batch, single origin, premium coffee, brewed in Vermont, shipped directly to you. Make sure you follow Station House Coffee on Instagram and go buy your coffee at StationHouseCoffee.com. Also, check out the newly released Patreon, patreon.com/InspiredDisorder. For only $3 a month, you could become a member, get access to the full week of The Ray Taylor Show, binge the full week in video and audio form, save massive amounts on the many faces with a coupon code that's specific to Patreon, and you also can download the raw PSD files, the Photoshop files for all the Photoshops that I do. So for only $3 a month, become a member over at patreon.com/InspiredDisorder and get all those benefits and more. Patreon.com/InspiredDisorder. Be sure to follow at KeithSpurlock1 on Twitter. New episodes come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Go binge the full week over at Patreon.com/InspiredDisorder. Buy the merch for The Ray Taylor Show over at InspiredDisorder.com and follow The Ray Taylor Show on Instagram. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!